how do you feel if an African like me being a Ghanaian calling you a Black American? How do you feel? Or maybe Obroni, how do you feel?
I never liked it. It used to make me cry because I realized that word means white man, white person, or I don't know. I think it means foreigner or someone who doesn't know the language. But for me, it was traumatic to hear that word. I didn't like it. Even the little children, I wish they could be taught to call us Bibini.
So, Mommy, can you just introduce yourself to me, who you are? Maybe people have to know the kind of person you are.
Okay, my name is, it was Adjoa Childs, but I found out I wasn't born on Monday. I picked Monday when I came here because I didn't know. But now I found out I'm born on Thursday. So I changed my name to Yajoa.
Yajoa. Wow.
I combined the Thursday with the Monday. Yajoa Childs for Ghana. But in America, I was born Joanne Merritt before I got married. And then I got married, I was Joanne Merritt Schofield. And then when I came here, I'm Joanne Merritt Schofield Childs because of John Childs, who I asked take me to Africa and marry me. And he said, I sure will. That's how I got here.
So, why did you choose to come to Ghana for not going to any other country, but you choose to come to Ghana?
Well, we researched, we thought of Nigeria, we thought of South Africa, but Ghana was English speaking, the national language, and it was peaceful. So, said, let's try Ghana. And ever since I was 10 years old, I knew I didn't belong in America. Since a child.
So, coming into Ghana, how long have you been in Ghana now?
Going on 24 years, since 1999.
So you've not gone back to the States?
I've gone back 4 times. You know, I went to see my family.
Yeah.
Only one son has come here. My one son, he has come. That's all. Nobody else has come.
So comparing the life of America and comparing the life of Africa, Ghana precisely, which one is far better?
Where I am, I'm home. Ghana is far better. You see where I live? In America, I couldn't afford an empty lot at the ocean. Not even an empty lot, it would cost too much. I couldn't buy it.
Wow.
And in America, I lived in row houses, like 30 houses on one block, all next to each other. No land around it. Small front yard, small backyard. I never dreamed I would even own something like this, even before I came, but I prayed for it. But
seriously, you were really proud of the people that got bullied at the border just recently. Can you just share some experience that you've had at the border? Because I was told you lost your money, a whole lot of money, your bags and so forth. What happened?
Every time I've had to cross a border, it's been wahala. It's been mewo. It's been just trauma. I don't know why African countries will not forget these artificial borders that we did not make. We didn't do this. This came from the outsiders, the colonizers, trying to cut up Africa into like a piece of pie for themselves. We don't have to keep going for these artificial borders. It's just a way, if we would think for ourselves and make Africa, one continent, we wouldn't still be putting up with these borders. They're artificial borders. Africa is one continent. It's not supposed to be cut up like this. Why?
So you've been in Africa for the past 20, 25 years now, and you've had this bad experience and also a good experience. What are some of the factors, or maybe what are some of the things that you've gone through so far that is not bringing a good impact on Africa? And what are some of the things that are also bringing a positive impact on Africa?
Okay, the good outweigh the bad for me. The good part is loving my people, loving African people.
Yeah.
Good harmony among each other, among us.
Yeah.
Peacefulness in this country. Sunshine, warm weather. It's just like heaven on earth. And the food we get to eat is so wholesome if you can get them to farm organically and don't use the pesticides. It's not too much that's bad. Okay, the politics, I just wish African leaders would think for themselves and realize that they don't need the outsiders. They are leeching on us, on everything that Africa has. They are taking for themselves. We need to use it for our own selves. What Nkrumah said about the African can manage his own affairs. Every African leader should wake up and realize we are our own solution. We don't need outsiders. What's some other things? Sometimes it's hard here for integrity Sometimes people lack integrity, but that's any place. That's in America. The culture, this Achina, I'm coming, and you don't come, you don't show up. But it's not a whole lot. All in all, I'm in heaven.
So kind of people have also deceived you in Africa when you came here as your bad experience that you can also share, right?
Yeah, trying to get land is not easy. People will take your money sometime and won't give you the land. You have to chase them. I don't like how government offices, you can't, like I've had some papers and lands for over a year now, almost a year and a half, just waiting for them to update the paperwork, even for this land, and give me the new indenture. Why does it have to take that long? I don't get it.
But I was really told by the president of Ghana that he has provided land for people out there, the diasporas out there who wants to come home to Ghana. He has made an arrangement for you guys so that you can get land and then start building on it in Ghana here. So why is it that you guys have not purchased those land?
Well, I don't know about I know of one project called a Cebu.
Yeah.
They shouldn't call it free land because you do have to pay for the paperwork and you have to pay for the indentures, the land work, the measurements, the surveying and all. But there needs to be specific setup. It's not organized. The process is not organized so that when you come here, you do one A, B, C, D. Yeah. It's not like that. So whatever is set aside, I'm not sure how to access it. If someone knows, they should streamline it for people when they come so they know where to go, what to do, how to do. I don't see it set up like that right now.
Yeah. I think most of the diasporas I've met so far on my YouTube channel now, most of them. Anyway, let me put this one. If you are really watching my channel, please, I have this GoFundMe account. You can support me on my GoFundMe. The link will be under my description. So please, if you are really watching this video, kindly support me on my GoFundMe account so that we'll get you, or maybe we'll do more videos for you guys to watch. So getting on this question that I really wanted to ask you, so far you have so many experiences in Ghana now. Have you tried your best establishing something in Ghana, maybe getting a work or an enterprise in Ghana?
Yes. When we came initially in 1999, the family that adopted us, the Aklevi family in Cape Coast, they had properties, and my husband built a barbershop and a boutique. And then we found out that those businesses are designated only for Ghanaians. We didn't know that. They didn't tell us that when we went to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. So then when we found out, we had to change business and open a hotel. So we opened a hotel, Esteemed Kofi and Ajua Guest House in Ayan Sudu, Elmina. But after we were not hustlers. It was like a hobby for us. We didn't search for customers and things. And we found that the agencies that you have to pay annually, it's like about 15, 16, 17, 18 agencies with their hands out annually to pay them. You know, I mean, if I go through, I can't name them all, but it's about 18. And we found that paying them and paying GPIC annually, all that, we weren't making enough to do all of that, to pay all of that. And the 25% corporate tax, it was just too much. So after my husband died, I tried to keep it open. He passed away in 2009. And I tried to keep it open, but I couldn't. Just one day I just woke up, I said, no, I'm closing. It was September 2019, the year before COVID came. But yes, John Calvin Kofi Childs, my late husband, wanted the hotel, and I wanted a house at the ocean. But it was to me, it was hard keeping the hotel open. It's high taxes, high annual fees to associations with their hands out. The food service, the insurance, the split, the this, the that, it was too much.
So do you have to go into any hell, sorry to use this word, but do you have to go to any hell or maybe miseries or like difficulties before you establish a business in Ghana? How does it feel?
No, it wasn't hard. At the time, we wanted to be sole proprietors. We didn't want to go in partnership with a Ghanaian. We wanted to own it ourselves. So it wasn't hard. At that time, you only had to have $50,000, and you could be an investor in Ghana. So no, it wasn't hard. And because my family had property, we were able at that time to start the barbershop and the boutique. The problem was here, trying to get a place to live, to buy land to live. That was troublesome, because they had took the money and then didn't give us the land for like almost 4 or 5 years, this place. So we went to Ayan Sudu, and that chief he just loved us, and we didn't have any trouble buying that land. It was just here. It was a problem. We had tried several other places before Ayan Sudu and this town, Brenu Achim. So yes, it was troublesome trying to find land. That was a problem.
It look as if what I would say would be like an attack to some people. But please, if you are really watching me, or maybe I am asking you this question, it's not an attack, but It's just an interview that I'm doing you. It's just a question that I'm asking you. So whoever who is watching this video shouldn't get mad. Most of the time, these Ghanaians have this perception that some diasporas, when they come to Ghana or maybe Africa, they sometimes misbehave in the country. What do you really think about that?
I'm sure it happens. And my advice to African Americans coming over is to please leave America there. Leave your attitude in America. Try to come here fresh. Try to wipe your slate clean. Try to come and just accept what you see and learn. Let it be a whole new experience where you're learning from Ghanaians and Ghanaians are learning from you. And bring your best ideas and your what do you call it, where you want to compromise and learn each other, learn the place. Take your time and learn and watch and observe and learn how Ghana works. Yeah, but most people, you know, they come, they're in a rush, they gotta find a place to stay. It's rough. There needs to be a place where you can just like have a landing pad and you sit and watch for a month or two, even a year, and just observe and see how Ghana works. I think that's the best advice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you feel if an African like me being a Ghanaian calling you a Black American? How do you feel? Or maybe Obroni, how do you feel?
I never liked it. It used to make me cry because I realized that word means white man, white person, or I don't know. I think it means foreigner or someone who doesn't know the language. But for me, it was traumatic to hear that word. I didn't like it. Even the little children, I wish they could be taught to call us Bibini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means a black, right?
Yes. Yes.
I can say you've been here for 25 years now, so definitely you might be good in the Ghanaian language that they speak. So can you speak the Ghanaian language perfectly?
Kakra, kakra, obey it,
Wow.
yeah, the Yamiasi. Not conversation too much, but I can respond
To certain things.
yeah,
Like small.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
least when they speak it, you can really
I can
understand.
answer.
Yes,
but I can't engage conversation. They always say, "Oh, your tonation," even if I think I'm saying it correct, it's not correct. Our tongue will not catch up with what we missed. Yeah.
You know, Africa is full of blessings and full of a whole lot good things and other stuff. Most people normally say Africa is really poor and so forth. Do you believe in that?
No, Africa is rich. It, all depends on what they say, your frame of reference. You can be in a hut. A hut is cool. It's more cooler than these block houses. Okay, so you can have your hut on a plot of land with trees, with fruit growing. Ha! No, you're rich. You are rich here. You don't need all those materialistic things that America has. You don't need it, but you can live very rich and simply here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now you are not doing anything. You don't have any enterprise or maybe company. Your Kofi Esteem Hotel is no more there. How do you survive? How do you feed yourself?
Well, at the moment, I have my Social Security, my pension, and I'm praying to make Esteem Kofi and Ajua Repat House, which used to be the hotel. I'm praying to make it thrive in a way where I was praying for volunteers to come over, maybe even pay for the experience, or come and trade their skills. Like we need a wall around the compound, so if they have mason skills, if they have painting skills, we need to revamp the place, remodel, because after 20, almost 25 years now, you have to do everything over. The plumbing, the electrical, the roofing, the painting, the appliances, everything has to be new. And I have land there that I would like to have organic market, organic garden growing. So if the people have those skills, they can come and help with that. I would like to be a recycling center for plastics. We're praying to be able to reuse plastics and make something. You know, so much can be done out of plastics.
Yeah. So how did you feel when you got your place bent, your hotel? How did you feel?
Oh, that was traumatic. That was traumatic because we had gone through about 4 days with no water. So there was no water in the poly tanks to put the fire out. But thankfully and prayerfully, about the whole town, the Iron Sudu came to our rescue. They came and they took bushes and they beat the roof. They beat the fire out. They put themselves at risk to put out that fire, all because someone on the adjacent property had lit the fire and didn't watch it, and it blew over to our thatch roof. And so, yes, it was traumatic, but my town loved me and they helped. They put it out. By the time the firemen came from Cape Coast, the fire was out because the fire trucks in Commander was broken. The fire truck in Elmina didn't have parts or something, so we had to wait for Cape Coast fire truck. But the fire was out by then. And then I did a fundraiser and got help to put an aluminum roof on. So the tragedy turned into a triumph.
So did you get consult like somebody giving you something since you've lost something or maybe you've lost your property in your fire situation? Has somebody given you something or maybe giving you an amount of money for you to start your business again, apart from the GoFundMe that you've had?
No, it's not like that. They helped to repair the roof. And you know, I've come off of social media. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I'm not on Instagram. I'm only on WhatsApp. Yeah. And so I don't have a FundMe or GoFundMe, or people don't know that you can come to Esteemed Kofi and Ajua Repat House. It's not a hotel anymore. It's just a house. There's 6 rooms. You can stay short term, long term, and it's just a house. And you give us something for your stay. Yes.
So my I think my final question that I have to ask you is as you came to Africa, definitely as you said, there's ups and downs and so forth. Talking about this political aspect of Africa, don't you think the politics in Ghana precisely is really destroying the country?
Don't want to get too political, but I wouldn't center Ghana out of the whole continent, because it's the whole continent where the leaders need to wake up and know that we can solve our own problems. We don't have to go outside. All the folks who have gone from Africa and gone out to help in Europe and America, come back home. Bring your skills back. Let's make Africa great like we built America. We can do it. Yes.
So a final question, maybe what do you have to tell your fans out there who are watching you?
come home. If you haven't come to the continent, it doesn't have to be Ghana, but Ghana is a nice place to visit. And the dungeons there are like a Hajj. They're like how people go to Mecca. The dungeons here is a place to come and see how your ancestors suffered. And plus, when you put your foot on the ground, it's spiritual. You will feel something. You will know something. So at least visit. Come home. Come to the motherland. Yeah.
Okay, if you're watching my YouTube channel, my name is Aklevi. You can just subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bar, and also please and please and please, as you are watching me, please support me on my GoFundMe page. The link is in the description. So thank you for watching our show. Bye bye.
Bye bye.